Hi there, Kira here, and I've got some layout shares for you guys today. I haven't been doing a whole lot of process videos just because we've been moving and I've been trying to get my crafting room kind of situated and whatever. I'm going to start doing more process videos, but I wanted to show you the layouts that I've made for the month of January. So this one here, I made this with ink road stamps. It's on the Ink Road Stamps blog, and I'll link it down below. But I started with one of the stamps from the hashtag Beautiful Mess stamp set, which was this Art is Life, and I turned it into a cut file. And then I backed the cut file with all of the planner stickers from the new Maggie Holmes American Crafts sticker book. I have like 3 of the sticker books and I love them, but the planner stickers I'm not going to use in a planner, so I thought it would be really fun to back a cut file with it. So I just backed it all and had this really kind of eclectic look, and I thought it turned out really cool. So I scrapbooked this picture of my son drawing. So he's just drawn a picture here. I stamped on the picture, "Go make a mess," in some black ink. This little swan I thought was very Maggie Holmes-esque. This is from the Swanderful stamp set from Ink Road Stamps. So I fussy cut one of those out, stuck a little sticker bow on it, and then I just did like some, stuck some stickers down kind of everywhere and did some stamping and some gold splatters, and I think it turned out really cute. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. So the next one is also Ink Road Stamps. So this one, again, I took one of the, this is one of the Snowflake stamps, and I turned it into a cut file. I cut it out on like some white vellum, some blue vellum, and then some blue cardstock. And I kind of just layered them up randomly and stitched them together. And then I created this like kind of separation on the page by kind of ruffling up some lace and then ruffling up some crepe paper on top, and then I hand stitched these little lines to make it look like the snowflakes were hanging from this. And this was from, like, I was documenting the snow that we got in San Antonio, which was really exciting, even though, I mean, I grew up in a place where we got snow. Like it's not like it was rare to see snow, but in San Antonio it is really rare to see snow, so it was really exciting. So I took a couple pictures, just screenshot from my phone, and then a picture of me standing in the snow. I had a couple of the cut files kind of left over, so I just layered those up over here. I just used some foam thickers for my title. It says "This," and then you can barely notice I did some stamping down here, but it's a really, really pale blue that you can barely notice. I don't know if I can even get it close enough that you would notice. But I did some stamping on there, and then up here I did some kind of darker stamping and some other color and some other blues with some more of little snowflake stamps. Then when I was done, I wanted to put some splatters on it, but I didn't really know what color splatters. I didn't want to go black. I thought it'd be too dark. I thought blue would be a little too much. So I have a silver ink pad, and so I just inked some ink down on like a stamper's block, the acrylic blocks, and then I mixed some water with it and then just splattered that around the page, and I thought it gave a really pretty look to my page. So that's that one. This one I created for Citrus Twist using the January Sugarland kits, and I created this cut file. So I was clearly inspired by the kits, and there was a lot of Good Vibes collection in the kits, and the Good Vibes collection has lots of ampersands in it if you haven't checked it out. And so I thought, and it's got a lot of like geometric patterns in it as well, so I thought it'd be fun to create an ampersand and then just some kind of geometric lines throughout it. So I created the cut file. I sized it super large. So I think it's like 11.5 inches. And then I backed some of the squares with pattern paper. So I backed some of the open spaces in the cut file, and I used the 6x6 paper that came in the Pocket Life kit for January. It was the Good Vibes paper. So I just kind of randomly picked some to back. I didn't know when I was backing it if I was going to be doing mixed media behind the ampersand or if I was going to end up backing the entire thing. I just wasn't really sure. So I left some spaces open. I think it looks kind of neat that it's got some spaces open because I ended up putting like a little piece of chipboard behind here, and I did do a little bit of mixed media. But after I backed it, then I went ahead and just stitched around it with some white thread. And then I chose this paper. This is also from the Good Vibes collection. I chose this paper as my background because it's one of my favorite papers in the collection. I love the color and I love the design of it. And then I was like, okay, so if I'm gonna put my cut file down, I'm gonna do some mixed media behind it right here. So I got some gesso and I did some mixed media behind it. And after I did that, you guys, I was sure I ruined this layout. I was like, I ruined this piece of paper. Now I can't use it. Like, it's complete trash. I was ready to throw it in the trash at this point, but I was like, no, you just got to keep going with it because I love this paper. And I was like, you have to make this work. So I printed out this photo of me and my son, and this was, it was like our final walkthrough of our house. So this was in our backyard before it was like officially our backyard. And I just pulled him close to me so we could take a cute little selfie together. And I started embellishing, and I just kind of tucked some things kind of like here and there under the ampersand. Oh, and the ampersand is bumped up on foam, in case you're wondering. But I took some of the washi that was included in the embellishment kit, and I fussy cut the little flowers out of the washi. So there's those kind of peeking out. These flowers were in the ephemera pack in the Pocket Life kit. The little leaves are from the ephemera pack in the Pocket Life kit. And I just started tucking little things here and there and putting, you know, puffy stickers and chipboard stickers. And I grabbed the thickers from the Good Vibes collection and did the squad goals as my title. I stamped my date over here and finished it off with some black splatters. So after I finished, I let it sit for about 3 days before I decided I actually liked it. Before the 3 days was up, I seriously considered throwing this in the trash a few times, but after the 3 days, I was like, you know what? I actually really like this layout. So yeah, I was happy with how it turned out eventually. This layout was for the cut shop. I don't remember what this cut file is called, but this is a free cut file that you can find on the Cut Shop blog. So you can actually get this file for free. And for this layout, this is a picture of me and my husband on our anniversary. And I decided to use the Paige Evans American Craft sticker book for this one, since my husband got me that for Christmas. So all of the little hearts that are backed here, these are all backed with the planner stickers. Again, if you're not a planner girl and you get one of those sticker books, it's a great way to use up those planner stickers. I probably actually use more planner stickers than any other stickers in my sticker books because I keep backing cut files with them. And then I just did some machine stitching over top of all the strips of hearts here, and then just added some stickers kind of everywhere. So there's no pattern paper used on this page. The only thing I used was white cardstock and the planner or the stickers from the sticker book, the Paige Evans sticker book. So I really like how it came out, and I think it's really cute. This one is for Citrus Twist Kits this month. So this one, I started with this paper, which is from the Wild Child, Pink Paisley Wild Child collection. And I just loved this paper. And I thought about doing having this be the entire background. But I kind of took this idea from Mary. She had taken a paper that was floral and she like fussy cut it so it was like a border, and actually scrap lifted that layout from her. But I really liked that idea of just kind of like fussy cutting around some of it. So that's what I did. I just kind of fussy cut around some of the flowers, and then made almost like a little scene out of this. So yeah, added a little bird down here. I made this little fresh start, like a little like post, so it looks like it's a little sign. And I just did some clouds, just hand drew some clouds and fussy cut those and did some hand stitching. Added some of the cork stars from the ephemera pack, the Good Vibes ephemera pack. And this picture, this was taken of us right after we closed on our house. So it's right in front of our house and we had just closed on it. So that's why it's got like the fresh start, dream big, best ever. I got the date stamped up here and I finished it off with some gold splatters. This one, also for the cut shop. So instead of cutting out a cut file for this one, I used the draw feature, the trace feature. I don't know what it's called, but basically I had the cut file drawn on my paper. And I actually didn't draw it on this paper. I drew it on another paper, laid it on top of this paper, like washi taped it on there, and then punched my holes so then I could stitch. So yeah, I did some hand stitching, a lot of hand stitching on this one. And it took me, I don't know, not really that much longer than any other hand stitching because the stitches are really pretty simple. It was pretty simple, basic shape, so it wasn't too hard. If it was more of, if the heart was round, if it was like a round heart instead of this kind of like geometric heart, it might have been a little bit more tedious because I would have had to put the holes closer together to get that rounded shape and whatever. It wasn't that hard doing the geometric heart, but I just picked out like 7 colors to stitch in, and just, I didn't like have a plan of what colors I was gonna do. I just did one color at a time and just went up each row, and yeah, I think it turned out awesome. I was really happy with this. I scrapbooked this photo of my son Elliot, and this was in the morning. He usually wakes up before Jonathan. So me and Elliot get a little alone time in the morning together, and so he's in his little jammies, and I got a picture of him because he was just looking really cute that morning, and on his jammies he's got his little animals, and so I thought it was the perfect time to use this little fox. And again, this entire page is embellished with the Paige Evans sticker book, and I tried to do like color blocking on this one. So you'll notice I've got like the orange over here next to the orange heart, and as it goes up to the yellow heart, I've got some yellow. Over here on the green heart, I've got green, and then some blue as it goes over to the blue heart. Yellow on the yellow, down to the green, and then pink up here on this pink heart. So yeah, I was really happy with how this turned out, and yeah, I think it's cute, right? Cute. This one I do have a process video for. I will link that down below. This was for Stitch It Sunday with Christina, and yeah, that one already has a process video, so nothing I need to explain there. And then this one is the last one I have for this month. This was also for Citrus Twist. I have a very detailed tutorial on how to make these feathers on the Citrus Twist blog, so I will link that down below if you want to check it out. But these little feathered embellishments were all made by me following a quilting tutorial. So I will link that blog below so you can see exactly how to make those if you're interested. And then I decided, because I was doing these feathers, I had started with the idea of making feathers, and so then I picked a photo to go with that. So I have this photo of my son down by the duck pond. It's like a block from our house. It's really close. So we go down and feed the ducks, and there's a playground that's over here too, so we go there quite often. So I have that photo, and then I just you know, layered up some paper and did some more stitching on the paper to adhere it down, and left some of the threads kind of everywhere. So there's lots of texture and dimension on this page. And I did some black splatters, which mimicked, this is actually on the paper itself. These black splatters were part of the paper. So I just extended that out to the rest of my layout with some more black splatters. But yeah, everything you see here is part of the Citrus Twist, either the main kit or the Pocket Life kit, except for this ribbon was in my stash, and then this twine here. This was from an old Citrus Twist kit, actually, before I was on the design team, and they changed their packaging. They used to wrap their kits in like baker's twine, so I would save all the baker's twine so I could use it on my layouts. So that's from that. Yeah, and just lots of layers and fun layout. So yeah, that's all of my layouts for the month of January. I will link everything down below to all the blogs where you can read about these layouts on, and all the cut files I used and everything. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave them down below, and I will see you soon for another video. Have a good day. Bye.